Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Smart English Podcast, the place where you can improve your English by listening to natural conversations, learning useful vocabulary, and talking about interesting ideas that can help you become more confident in everyday life. I'm Liba, and today we have a very special topic because we are not only going to learn English, we are also going to learn from some of the most inspiring leaders in history.
Exactly, Liba. And I think this is one of the most interesting ways to learn a language because when we connect English with stories, people, emotions, and powerful ideas, it becomes much easier to remember new words and expressions. Today, instead of simply memorizing vocabulary from a textbook, we are going to explore the lives and ideas of great leaders and use their stories to practice English naturally.
That's right, Jack. And let me ask you something before we begin. When you hear the words great leader, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Do you think a great leader is someone who has a lot of power, someone who has millions of followers, or perhaps someone who can inspire ordinary people to believe that they can create extraordinary change?
For me, Liba, a great leader is not simply a person who gives orders or stands in front of a crowd. A great leader is someone who has a strong vision, takes responsibility, stays courageous during difficult moments, and most importantly, inspires other people to believe in themselves. And I think that idea is also connected to learning English because becoming fluent requires exactly the same qualities: patience, courage, consistency, and the willingness to keep going even when progress feels slow.
I completely agree. Sometimes English learners become frustrated because they make mistakes, forget vocabulary, or feel nervous when they speak. But if we look at the lives of great leaders, we can see that success almost never happens overnight. Great achievements usually come from small steps, repeated effort, patience, and the courage to continue when things become difficult.
And that is exactly what we want to focus on today. As we talk about great leaders, we will also learn useful English words and expressions that you can use in your own conversations. So don't just listen to the stories. Pay attention to the vocabulary, the sentence structures, and the way Liba and I express our ideas because you can repeat these sentences later and use them when you speak English.
Absolutely. So if you are ready, take a deep breath, relax, and imagine that we are sitting together having a friendly conversation about some of the greatest leaders the world has ever known. We will talk about courage, dreams, equality, discipline, responsibility, and the power of communication while improving our English step by step.
And remember, you don't need to understand every single word perfectly. If you hear a new word, listen to it in context, try to understand its meaning from the conversation, and then repeat the sentence aloud. That simple habit can help you improve your listening, pronunciation, vocabulary, and speaking skills at the same time.
So, Jack, I think we are ready to begin our journey through the stories and lessons of great leaders. Yes, Liba, let's begin and let's discover how the words and actions of great leaders can not only inspire us to become better people, but also help us become more confident English speakers. Jack, before we talk about specific leaders, I think we should first understand what leadership really means. Because when people hear the word leader, they often imagine someone standing on a stage, giving a speech to thousands of people, or someone who has an important position in a company, a government, or an organization. But do you think a person needs to have a powerful position to be considered a great leader?
Not at all, Liba. I think leadership is much bigger than having a title or a position. A person can be a leader without having any official power because true leadership comes from the ability to influence people positively, take responsibility, make thoughtful decisions, and encourage others to move toward a better future. In fact, sometimes the most powerful leaders are ordinary people who simply have the courage to speak when everyone else is silent or the determination to continue when everyone else wants to give up. Um,
I really like that idea because it shows us that leadership is not only about controlling other people, it is also about controlling yourself. A great leader knows how to manage emotions, remain calm during difficult situations, listen carefully to different opinions, and accept responsibility when something goes wrong. And I think that is an important lesson for English learners too, because when we make mistakes while speaking English, we need to stay calm instead of becoming embarrassed or giving up.
Exactly. And this gives us our first useful word, responsibility. Responsibility means accepting that you are accountable for your actions, decisions, or duties. For example, we can say, a good leader takes responsibility for their decisions. And if you are learning English, you can also say, I take responsibility for improving my English. That means you understand that your progress depends largely on your own effort and practice.
That's a very useful sentence. Another important word is vision. When we talk about a leader having a vision, we mean that the leader has a clear idea of what they want to achieve in the future. A person with a vision doesn't only think about today, they think about tomorrow and imagine how things could become better.
Yes, and I think every English learner should have a vision as well. Instead of saying, I just want to learn some English, you could create a much clearer vision for yourself. You might say, my vision is to speak English confidently with people from different countries. When your goal becomes clear, it becomes easier to decide what you need to do every day to reach it.
And then we have another powerful word, courage. Courage does not mean that you are never afraid. It means that you continue moving forward even when you feel afraid or uncertain. For example, imagine an English learner who knows the vocabulary but feels nervous about speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. If that person finally decides to speak anyway, even with mistakes, that is courage.
Absolutely. In fact, I would say that courage is one of the most important qualities for anyone who wants to become fluent in English. You can study grammar for years, memorize thousands of words, and watch hundreds of English videos. But if you're too afraid to open your mouth and communicate, your speaking ability may not grow as quickly as you want.
That's such an important point. Sometimes learners think, I will speak English when my grammar becomes perfect. But that day may never come because nobody speaks a language perfectly all the time. Even native speakers make mistakes, change sentences, forget words, or correct themselves while speaking.
Exactly. That's why you should focus on communication rather than perfection. And another quality that great leaders have, which English learners also need, is consistency. Consistency means continuing to do something regularly instead of doing it only when you feel motivated.
I love that word because consistency is more powerful than motivation. Motivation can disappear after a few days, but if you create a simple routine and continue practicing, even when you don't feel excited, you can make real progress. You don't have to study English for 5 hours every day. You can listen to a podcast for 15 minutes, learn 5 useful expressions, speak to yourself for 10 minutes, and repeat the process tomorrow.
Exactly, Liba. And that gives us a beautiful connection between leadership and English learning. Great leaders usually understand that meaningful change requires patience, courage, vision, responsibility, and consistency. English learners need the same qualities. You are leading yourself toward a goal, and every small practice session is another step in that direction.
So, if you are listening right now, remember these 5 important words: leadership, courage, responsibility, vision, and consistency. Try to repeat them aloud and create your own sentences with them. Because the goal of this podcast is not simply to help you understand English, it is to help you actually use English in real life.
And now that we understand what makes a great leader, I think it's time to look at some real examples. We can learn from people whose lives demonstrate courage, determination, communication, and the ability to inspire millions of others.
That's a fantastic way to practice. So, everyone, your challenge is ready. Choose a leader, speak for 1 minute, use 3 new English words, and never be afraid of mistakes.
And remember, you don't become confident by waiting to feel confident. You become confident by practicing even when you feel nervous.
Beautifully said. Jack, now let's bring everything we've learned today together and finish this episode with one final message for everyone who is working hard to improve their English.
Absolutely. Let's finish strong.